The story begins with a couple who notice that all their neighbors are leaving their homes as if the world is about to end. Jason steps outside and sees chaos everywhere. He doesn't know what's happening, but just to be safe, he decides to leave the city with his family, just like everyone else. When they're halfway out of the city, they notice that everyone who was leaving is now turning back. Because of this, Jason's family gets stuck in traffic. Soon they see that the road going back to the city is completely blocked by the military. Helicopters start flying overhead, announcing that a strange infection has suddenly spread in the city. The announcement says that everyone in the city has been affected by this infection and everyone is being asked to return to their homes. Jason realizes that their city has been isolated and all connections to other cities have been cut off. As they are processing all this, a rock-like object suddenly falls from the sky, creating a cloud of smoke. A little while later, fighter jets start flying overhead. Jason and his family see the jets dropping bombs, destroying the city. Jason's wife, Beth, realizes that the military wants to wipe out the people in the city, not save them. She realizes that if they had done what the guards said and gone back home, they would have been killed. After destroying the city, the jets start moving towards the streets. Beth quickly grabs her family and runs up a hill to escape, heading for a school she had seen earlier. Thanks to Beth's quick thinking and escape, they avoid being caught in the bombings. Before the jets can spot them, they break into a bunker and hide inside. The bunker door is very heavy, but they manage to shut it. Still, they don't understand what kind of virus has spread and infected everyone in the city. Jason tells her not to worry. Be thankful that at least for now we have a shelter. Jason and Beth start looking around the bunker. They find plenty of food inside, but unfortunately it's all expired. If necessary, they can still eat it, and there's enough to last them at least 3 months in the bunker. While Jason explains this to Beth, she listens absent-mindedly, clearly very worried. When she was closing the bunker door, she got a cut on her hand, and now she's scared she might be infected too. Jason comforts her, saying, "You're okay, nothing's wrong." After that, they look for candles and start lighting up the area. Life in the bunker is completely different from the outside world. 1 week passes, then 2, then several weeks. They remain stuck inside the bunker. To pass the time, they play games and eat expired canned food. Jason and Beth are adults and can handle the situation, but their daughter starts to get anxious. She asks Jason, "Dad, how much longer do we have to stay here?" But Jason has no answer for her. He keeps avoiding her question. There's a reflective mirror in the bunker, which his daughter often uses to look outside. But all this time, she hasn't seen a single person or animal outside. Even the leaves on the trees are burnt. One day, she gets so scared that she asks her parents, "Mom, Dad, are we the only ones left alive?" Jason calms her down, gently closing her eyes with his fingers and says, "Relax, just like us, your friends are also hiding somewhere." Meanwhile, their son gets hungry. When they go to get food, they find a hole in the back of one of the cans, and the food inside is missing. They throw away all the cans. They discover 12 empty cans and realize that mice have gotten in and eaten 12 days worth of food. Jason tells Beth and their daughter to stay calm and says, "There's no need to worry." He reassures them, "If we run out of food, I'll go outside the bunker and bring more back." Just as they're about to eat, they hear that same sound coming from behind again. They see that it's a mouse making that loud noise. Jason picks up a knife and stands ready to kill the mouse. But this mouse is much faster than normal mice. Jason can't catch it. Beth watches the path the mouse is taking, stands in front of it, and finally catches it. But before they can celebrate, they smell kerosene and see that the mouse knocked over their lantern while running past. Before they can do anything, the lamp explodes and starts a fire. It looks like they're about to lose their last safe place too. The fire quickly started raging out of control. Jason rushes to get water from the tap and tries to put out the flames, but the fire keeps getting worse. Beth covers the fire with a cloth, and after struggling for a while, both of them finally manage to put it out. But suddenly, they notice their daughter is nowhere to be found. Fear sets in again, but they soon discover she had crawled under the bed to hide. Just as they're catching their breath, Jason spots another issue. Smoke from the fire is drifting out through the duct, which could give away their hiding spot to anyone nearby. He's terrified. He tries to stop the smoke from escaping through the duct, but nothing he does seems to work. They spend the whole night anxious and scared. Thankfully, no one notices them. Everything over there had already ended, but the next morning, they see that ashes from inside have spilled outside their bunker, which could still reveal their location. So Jason and Beth both decide to go outside to clear away the debris. Their daughter was supposed to stay inside and wait for them. The entire day goes by, but Jason and Beth still don't come back to the bunker. Their daughter gets more and more worried. Throughout the day, she keeps checking the reflective mirror and sees her parents working nearby. One time when she looks through the mirror, she sees her dad working. Then suddenly, a shadow emerges from the woods, moving towards him. She shouts, trying to warn her dad about the approaching monster, but her dad doesn't hear her. So she's forced to come out of the bunker to get their attention. Once she steps outside, she can't see her parents anywhere. She's terrified, thinking the monster may have caught them. She's frantically calling out for them when suddenly, two hands grab her from behind. It's her mom covering her mouth, and her dad is right there too. They'd seen the monster as well, so they were hiding. As soon as the monsters walk past the bunker door looking for them, the family quickly slips back inside. Jason tries again to secure the bunker door with chains, but they're still afraid because heavy footsteps echo above the bunker. Beth's daughter starts crying in fear, and Beth comforts her, saying, "Don't worry, nothing will happen." She tells her, "As long as we're inside, we're safe." Jason sees his daughter panicking, so he gently closes her eyes with his fingers and explains, "If we make noise, they'll hear us." He warns, "If we make any sound, we could lose our lives, so it's important to stay calm and quiet." Suddenly, the footsteps get even louder and stop right near the bunker door, right above the ventilation duct. Now they started to feel truly afraid. Jason's forehead starts to sweat. Suddenly, the bunker door shakes and bangs loudly. The chains holding the door start snapping, meaning the monsters have found their hiding place and could attack any second. Just before the chains finally snap and the door opens, Beth hangs onto the chain with all her strength, using her body weight to keep the bunker shut. The monsters are far stronger than they are. Even though Beth is hanging on, the monsters manage to open the bunker door, and from outside, they see two glowing green eyes staring at them. They can't see anything else. Terrified, Jason quickly breaks a pipe, bends it, and jams it into the door to block the entrance before the monsters can get in. Once the bunker is sealed, the family finally breathes a sigh of relief. They notice that the footsteps have moved away from their bunker. Still, Jason's hands shake with fear. They realize now that the danger outside isn't just the military who could kill them. The world is now full of monsters, and surviving here has become even harder than before. They're also scared that now the monsters know about the bunker, they might keep coming back. And to make things worse, more rats have started getting in, eating up their food. They're still worrying about all this when suddenly they hear the sound of many footsteps again. Before they can react, a group of monsters forces the bunker door open and throws it aside, revealing a crowd of glowing green eyes. Jason can't close the door anymore, but he quickly starts a fire with whatever he can find to keep the monsters from coming in. But he notices the fire is fading and the monsters are starting to move closer. Jason's daughter spots a hidden escape route through the ventilation duct. Jason risks his life to open the grate and helps his daughter out first, then Beth. But when he tries to escape himself, he gets stuck in the duct. The duct is simply too small for him to fit through. Now the monsters are just steps away, and on top of that, Jason's arm is broken. Beth tries with all her strength to pull Jason out, but suddenly the monsters grab her by the legs from below and start dragging her down. Beth and her daughter can only watch helplessly as Jason shouts at Beth to save their daughter and run. Beth and her daughter start to run, but all the exits in front of them are blocked. At that moment, they hear helicopters flying overhead. A spotlight shines down on them, and suddenly a trap is thrown over both of them, capturing them. Soldiers approach and realize these two aren't monsters. They're humans, but even after seeing this, the soldiers don't let them go or try to rescue them. Instead, the soldiers take a blood sample from their necks and see that their blood has turned black. This means both of them are infected with the same virus that has spread across the city. Here, we learn that the virus is actually airborne. Because of this, no one in the city was safe from the virus, and there is no medicine to treat or prevent it. To stop the virus from spreading, the military had orders to kill anyone infected on sight. So the soldiers decide to kill both Beth and her daughter. Beth, furious, starts screaming, and for the first time we see her transform into a monster. The veins in her face turn black and her eyes become frightening. Before anything else can happen, Beth sees blood pouring from the neck of the soldier in front of her. It turns out Jason, who somehow survived the monsters, attacks from behind, but now he's become a monster too. As soon as the soldiers see him, they open fire and eventually kill him. But Jason's sacrifice wasn't in vain, because in that moment, Beth is able to escape with her daughter. Now, we see both of them hiding in the dark. Beth has fully transformed into a monster, and when her daughter sees this, she breaks down in tears. While they're hiding, a soldier finds them. Seeing him, Beth's daughter becomes enraged. As soon as she gets angry, the monster inside her starts to show. The veins in her face also turn black, and turning into a terrifying monster, she gets ready to attack the soldier. Beth struggles to hold her daughter back and calm her down. We see that as soon as their anger cools down, they start turning back into normal humans. In fact, they had been infected from the very first day. But because they spent all those days in the bunker without getting angry, we never saw their monster side until now. Now the soldier that Beth's daughter attacked also starts transforming into a monster. Ignoring him, Beth and her daughter return to Jason. Despite being shot so many times, he's still alive, but barely. He closes his daughter's eyes in his special way one last time, and then he dies. Beth and her daughter don't even get a chance to look at Jason with sorrow before they hear the sound of another helicopter. The helicopters were searching for people using their spotlights. Beth grabs her daughter and runs. Eventually, they find another underground bunker in the city. Inside, they spot one of Beth's daughter's friends. He leads them into a bunker where many other survivors like them are hiding. All these people have to hide in these bunkers just to stay alive. Everyone here knows they've become monsters, but none of them want to die before their time. Beth and her daughter begin living with these survivors too, and that's where the movie ends, showing all of them together.